Now, a woman who is often referred to as the most banned author in America came to Michiana this week.
Ellen Hopkins is the name, and she paid a visit to a local school district which has struggled with the issue of book regulation.
Our Mark Peterson spoke with her today. He joins us live in studio with more. Mark.
You know, Hopkins, the New York Times best-selling author, the writer of novels for young adults who came to the Brandywine School District at the request of some concerned parents. Behind the front desk at the Brandywine School Library, you'll find a total of 26 restricted book titles. Parental permission is needed to check them out. Turns out half the titles were written by the same author, Ellen Hopkins.
Because what happens when you put books behind a counter like that, kids have to go ask for them. And if a kid really needs a book for some reason, a lot of times they don't want other people to know they need that book.
Today, Hopkins spoke to an audience of about 50 Brandywine students, all of whom had parental permission to attend, some who may need her books more than others. Some of the kids that came up after this visit, I can tell what they're going through by the book that's their favorite. So like Impulse, this one young lady came up and she was the one that just wanted to give me a big hug. Impulse was her favorite book, and Impulse is about 3 teens who meet in a psych hospital after separate attempted suicides. Hopkins writes about topics like sex trafficking, drug abuse, gun violence, the kind that earned her the title as the country's most banned author. She was under no illusion that her presence here at Brandywine would change the board policy on book restrictions. It might not change the policy, but it might change the way they think about books or me or some of the kids they see or whatever. What I can do that I don't think a lot of people think about is bring 6 decades of perspective into the teen space. You know, because their perspective is pretty narrow. They've only lived 16 years, 15 years. They're not going to see outcomes. Hopkins says book challenges used to come from 1 or 2 parents at a time. She says challenging books now has become a political movement where protesters are sometimes paid.
All right, Mark Peterson with that new reporting for us in studio. Mark, thank you.
Right now.